Hello, and welcome to Dratman Plays XCOM Enemy Within, episode 25. Let's see here. Let's view our upcoming events. We have some soldiers undergoing gene modification. Hyperwave research is going to be done soon. We have a foundry nearly complete, a covert mission to do in a little less than a week, and then some other things that are a bit farther along that we won't see in this episode. Okay, so mission control. We have an alien terror attack in Novgorod. Now these things can be pretty tough, so I'm gonna probably bring a fairly veteran squad on this mission. It is very difficult. So let's see here. You're not coming. So we have our top floor, basically assault, support, sniper, heavy, sniper. I don't remember who this is. I think we got her as a reward for a mission. She's a captain. So she has some you know what, maybe we should bring her instead of Edwards here. And if we don't bring him, so assault, support, heavy, sniper, and another assault, maybe another support. Elena just came off of, just came out of the infirmary. Oh yeah, she definitely needs to be leveled up. So yeah, we'll bring these two, not rookies, but lower ranked soldiers. Yeah, better weapon for her, but we can give her some carapace armor. And she should have a scope, because her aim is not that good. Carapace armor for you. You've already got a light plasma rifle. And yeah, you should probably give her the med kit. Alright, so we got two supports, which will help if we end up taking extra damage. And, well, let's see, what's her aim? Yeah, it's okay. Instead of a scope, what can we give her? Maybe an alien grenade might be better. So her regular weapon would have a slightly slightly lower chance of hitting, but from time to time she could pull this thing out. It does 5 damage. Can potentially hit one target, and is a guaranteed hit. So yeah, let's go with that. That's the grenade we took off that muton in the last mission, by the way. So we've got 2 of them, and we haven't had to buy a single one. This is all captured stuff. And at least one of these plasma rifles is captured as well. Okay, I think we're good to go.
Touching down. We'll be deploying to Russia for this one. The aliens are continuing their incursions into highly populated areas. We can't allow further civilian casualties to spread panic in the region.
It's the highway map. So this one's relatively straightforward because it's very small. So just to review on these terror missions, we haven't done one recently, I don't think. There are civilians on the map, and they get killed. And I think to succeed, you have to save at least 6 out of 18, which usually isn't too hard to do. But one thing I've found is sometimes your best approach is just to try to take out the enemies as soon as possible, rather than running around and trying to you can sort of tag the civilians to sort of rescue them. But sometimes doing that instead of shooting at an enemy ends up not being as effective as just trying to get the enemies off the map.
Central, Strike 1 is locked and loaded, awaiting Affirmative, Big Sky. Squad is cleared to engage hostile targets. Watch your fire out there. We have civilians on the ground. Repeat, civilians are in the AO.
So that's another consideration when it comes to whether to bring heavies or grenades, is area effect weapons are a little bit less useful when there are civilians around, because you obviously don't want to blow them up. Okay, so I almost never end up doing this, but getting a sniper up here can sometimes be a good idea, because they can see pretty much the whole battlefield from there. So the way what's the layout of this map? Essentially, it's a bit of a tunnel here until you get to this, and then it doesn't extend very far this way, as you can see, but then it goes up here, maybe to about here. Actually it goes a bit further. I've never actually gone this far on the map. Usually you've encountered all your enemies by the time you get to about here. But because it's a relatively small map, it does make navigating it fairly straightforward. Okay, so what we will need to do is slowly approach. If we have the opportunity, we can sort of run up to these civilians to free them, rescue them. But there will be plenty of floaters and chrysalids and other nasties in this
Heading there now.
area.
I'm rolling.
So sometimes you want to move in a little bit more quickly than you normally would, just to maximize your ability to rescue civilians.
Уже иду.
For one, you can run up and tag them, as I described, or you can at least get to dangerous parts of the battlefield sooner. I'm tempted to kind of run and gun her up to maybe this full cover here. That way, if she sees an enemy, she can take a shot at it, or just go on Overwatch if she needs to.
Double time.
Alright, so we still can't see any enemies, so there aren't any up to about here, which is interesting. I was almost certain that I was going to see someone. So what I might do is then be a bit more bold and run Gal up. Maybe not as far as, I forget her name, but maybe to here.
Roger, Dodger.
And then I think the one who hasn't moved yet is our sniper. And as I said, it would be really nice to get her up onto here, so I might kind of send her in that
On
direction.
the move.
Now, debate. Should I move any of these guys up closer or put them on Overwatch? Gao I might move, or not Gao, Zhang I might move up because he's got such terrible aim. Putting him on Overwatch almost doesn't matter. And Petrova. So up here could potentially reveal enemies that we haven't seen yet. So I'm a bit reluctant to do that, but potentially there. She could potentially.
That's affirmative.
Oh yeah, I forgot. She can kind of sweep around this side then, maybe. She might be able to sprint up there next time. Now as for Galena, do I want to leave her here or move her up a little bit? Getting her a little bit closer is probably better than going on Overwatch. That's the sound of chrysalids causing havoc. Alright, well let's move our Feng Cheng up to here, because she will stay hidden. Although, she can't get to that guy. Then we can kind of have a look and see what's coming up. Wow. I'm very surprised that we have not seen any enemies yet. This is not common.
Moving.
I'm tempted to come here and rescue this guy.
Got it covered.
And then he can still take a shot if he needs to.
I got you. Go.
What on earth? I've seriously never gotten this deep into the map without revealing enemies before. Alright then. what does that mean? One thing I don't remember is whether coming to here counts as rescuing the civilian. Because if it did, that would be kind of where I'd prefer to put her.
Okay.
Nope, you have to stand right next to them. Run her up there. Oh, there's no cover. It's still such a great spot. Oh, she's got a battle scanner too. Weird. Okay. And gunslinger. She doesn't have damn good ground. Maybe I'll just run her to here this turn. Or here.
Already there.
Rescue that civilian and then maybe consider going up there on the
Go.
next turn.
You're safe. Go.
Alright, Petrova. Oh, Gal, you can get in here. So, Petrova... maybe here.
Направляюсь на точку.
Everyone else in Overwatch. Because there's... so my bet is this round, we see some chrysalids.
I don't think we're alone out here.
Wow. I can't believe we haven't seen any yet. Because usually there's floaters too, and they're all over the place.
I'm on the move.
What is going on? Okay. Sniper. There's no cover up here. So, I mean, maybe she should come up here, but then there's... I kind of feel like I should bring some support up here. Because if there's enemies here, I don't want my sniper discovering them
Heading out.
on her own. Interesting.
I'm on the move. Contact.
There they are. Mm-hmm. Well, okay. Some things to think about. One of she has a battle scanner that she can chuck down here because she can't take a shot this turn. I don't know if anyone can see any of these. No, she can. Or, sorry, he can. And that's a pretty good shot. So I'm just going to take that. She already used running gun name. Okay, well, she might just have to go and Overwatch this turn. Enemy defense. Yeah, so we can't get a better chance to hit. So the question is, do I want to move and then shoot? Kind of, but kind of not. To be honest.
I understand. You are safe now.
Let's rather shoot with him from here. So if we can hit him, then we can make a more tactical choice with the other soldier. Oh, but the hollow targeting. I totally forgot about that.
Still alive.
So now, she should have a much better chance to hit. Oops, that's not the right key. This is 89. Yeah, okay. Hollow targeting. So that was accidentally a good move. Now, I think I do want to bring her up a little bit.
Поехали.
Let's hope that we can take this guy out.
Этот готов.
Okay, and then you go on Overwatch. And so if she goes on Overwatch, she would be revealed if those little nasties came down here, which they may very well do. But if she can't really move again. She could come up to here. I'm assuming this thing's already exploded.
Headed there now.
Oh. Yeah, let's throw a battle scanner.
Battle scanner's up.
Are those the same two we saw before, or two new ones? Oh, there's a zombie. Yeah, it must be two new ones. Oh, goodness, high risk. Okay, this mission just got a lot more difficult. The only one she can see for some reason. Yeah. Definitely need to get those heavy sniper rifles. See, here's the issue. I can't bomb these guys without killing at least one civilian. And to be honest, in this game it's not that big of a deal to kill a civilian, as terrible as that sounds. Because all it really matters is that you save the 6 you need to save.
Moving to position. Run for it! Get to the ship!
I was hoping that she could see from there. Let's see, can she manage to get just these two guys? I think we want to do that. If she can run here, she can rescue that soldier.
That's affirmative. Enemy in sight. You're clear. Move out.
These enemies could see her starting position. Oh. Okay, that sucked. I'm so stupid. Okay. Okay, so we can probably take these two guys out. That's her chance to hit. Not as high, but still good. It wasn't done yet. Yeah, I think for her it's kind of like, get out of there. Maybe back to here. Well, I'll tell you what, let's... Oh, Zhang hasn't gone yet either. Okay, so we have an emergency, like he can fire a rocket. And kill that stupid civilian if we need it. Yeah, okay. Ideally, we're not going to do that. What's his regular shot anyway? It's not bad, actually. Alright, let's start with her. Do I want to get her in closer? Because I don't think she's going to get an aim bonus. Because the way it works is that if you're within range, you don't take a penalty, and then if you're, well, for this weapon anyway, and if you're too far, you start getting a progressively higher range penalty, but she's not going to get a benefit by getting closer. So let's just do a shot at one of these. Doesn't matter which one. Probably not. Of
Не могу его снять.
Oh, you know what? I should have shot with Zhang first again, like last time. That was an error. Okay. He might be able to get in closer and then throw a grenade, actually. What's his grenade range? From here, you can get all the way to that car. So if he was standing here, I bet he could chuck it over there.
I am going.
Oh, he can still shoot. 78% chance of not have to use the grenade. I think I'd rather just be sure.
Heads down.
It's not like he's got any weapons that we're gonna not be able to cover because of blowing them up. I feel like run and gun with reaction fire. Run and gun in Overwatch, I mean.
Hunt him down.
Just run away a little bit.
Moving.
Actually. No, let's do it then. Should I just take a couple shots at this guy?
He's down.
My turn. So we got lucky that cyber disc didn't come around the corner here and blow Chang to pieces. Now we've saved 5 civilians. Oh, 8 have been killed, 8 have been rescued, and there's still 5 on the map, but that's what that means. And that's our number 6 if we need it. Okay, so let's start with our sniper. What did she see? She sees that guy. She sees that guy. No, just 2. Well, I definitely would like to hit this guy. Let's see. Of course, there's 2 civilians over here. Of course, Shang can't, like, get to here. Okay. Sorry about that. I always hit escape to exit the targeting menu. Like when I hit this, I hit escape to get out of it. And then sometimes when I forget that I'm not actually like targeting an enemy, I'll hit escape and then it brings up that menu. So I apologize for that because I'm sure that's a little bit annoying to see. Okay, so she can't see anyone. Oh, but here's a civilian. If we go here and survive the mission, we're guaranteed to win. Then again, she's not really in any danger either, to be honest. Now, I wonder why she can't see any of the enemies. I'm just wondering if coming to the edge here will give her sight.
I'm on the move.
Ah, it does. And who can she see? That guy. Alright, let's take him out.
He's down.
Now, presumably she can see this guy and that guy, and there's a cyber disc out there that we need to worry about as well. So I feel like we need to bring some of these soldiers in.
Уже иду.
So those zombies are actually super tough. So you need to make sure you can take them out, or do take them out if you have the opportunity.
I am on it.
I should be remembering, I should try to remember to shoot with Zhang first. I mean, Elena succeeded in hitting that guy, but if she hadn't, then I would have been in error not to shoot with him. Yeah.
Adjusting aim.
I wonder if you can see that zombie from here. So I think, well, that's half cover. I'm not 100% sure how it works. Like, if it's half cover, do I assume you can see through it? Or does the fact that it's actually sort of artistically a taller object, does that block his view?
Solid copy.
Okay, because you can see, my conclusion is that the fact that this is a car and it's high does not make a difference. Because it's half cover, it means it's something you can see over.
He's down.
She's the only one yet to go. So she could probably take out that drone. I'm still concerned about the cyber disc being able to come around this corner and tag her. So I'm thinking of coming down here where she's got a bit more cover.
Heading there now.
And it looks like she can still shoot at this guy. So 2/3 chance to hit, or more like 75. Okay, let's do it.
Adjusting aim. It just got hot here.
There's the disc. The dreaded drone. Alright, so I'm going to guess those are the last enemies on the map. We've got Cyberdisc, which is our main concern, a couple drones, which aren't really much of a threat, and then 2 more chrysalids. So let's go back to our sniper first. She's got a lot to shoot at, but no headshot available, unfortunately. Now, I feel like that guy is the main threat. But you know what? Maybe I'll hold off. So she can shoot at everyone on the battlefield. Fair. Who can she see? She can only see, presumably, that guy. Yeah, let's try for double tapping this guy.
Taken care of.
Is that grammatically correct? Should be of taken care. Okay. So, he's off the map. Now, what are our chances of finishing off this cyber disc? Wait a minute. That must be the cyber disc. And maybe I want Zhang to take a shot at him first. Or maybe even use a shredder rocket. I thought I saw the disc get into the blast radius of this. There it was. I think that would be the best. We take out one of the drones and prep the disc for destruction.
Stand clear.
If we hit. Oh, nice. We got a really good hit on that thing. Let's see here. How many points does it have left now? 7. Where's our snappy? Only a 60% chance of hitting. Because of that. How disappointing. Well, it's 60. Oh, it's 80 for this guy. I'm just wondering if I should waste that shot if it's not likely to connect. She's gone. So who has yet to move? So Zhang's gone. Let's just tab through. So we've got her. Gao. So we've got 3 shots, no, 4 shots remaining, including the sniper. Her run gun and rapid fire. Oh, she doesn't have enough ammo to do rapid fire. Okay. When she's running low on ammo too, his might start becoming an issue. So one. Okay, I'm getting confused again. So again, that guy's easiest to hit. That's the cyber disc. Now she hits the hardest, so she definitely want to be the one to take a shot at that guy. So this is 2/3 chance. Let's hope.
Taken care
That was a
of.
lucky shot.
Need a resupply.
That was good. That was good. Okay. So she, I think, should shoot at the this guy, just because he's dangerous and she has a better chance of hitting him. Nice. Okay. Now, what's her chance to hit? 79. That's the best she's going to do, so let's take that shot. Okay, good.
Мне стрелять
Great.
нечем.
Now we only have this little guy to worry about, and this mission may be over starting now.
All mission objectives completed.
Alright, so I think we had saved 5 or 6 civilians, so all the rest on the map count as saved too. So this supports my point of concentrating on taking out the enemies rather than rescuing civilians. Now we ended up doing a bit of both just because there were civilians on our way to getting to shooting positions. And yeah, also the important lesson learned here is Cheng loses her magnetic skin if she starts her movement from a position that enemies can see. I knew that, but I had forgotten.
Well done, Commander. It's always good for morale when everyone makes it home safely.
And we got some promotions. I'm pleased about that. That was the point of bringing these lower level soldiers. Okay. Revive or suppression. So I'm going to go with revive, and here's my rationale. I guess she's probably our second highest ranked support at this point. But if we lose Gao, we really want to make sure that we have a support that can be a dedicated healer. So I'm going to go with that. I guess to elaborate, I always like to build out kind of at least 2 supports as kind of like full on, like you're there to like get soldiers up and off the battlefield and healed. And then if I have like a third one that I'm leveling up, I might say, okay, you can be one that focuses on suppression and combat drugs and that kind of jazz. Okay, so close combat specialist confers a reaction shot against any enemy who closes within 4 tiles. Does not require Overwatch. Or bring them on. Adds 1 damage to uncritical hits for each enemy the squad can see. So if you remember from that last mission, there was a couple cases where some of our soldiers could see like 4 or 5 enemies. Though in this case, if she was in that position and then took a shot, did a critical hit, it would do 5 bonus damage. Which is awesome. But you have to sort of weigh that against the fact that sometimes a lot of the enemies aren't going to take more than like 2 hits, so like maybe you don't need to do extra damage to finish off an enemy that you flanked somehow. This one is good, and it's pretty effective against the chrysalids, because they have to run up to you. Any like melee enemy has to get in close, so she kind of gets a free shot against anyone who comes close to her, so I'm going to go with that. Okay, so that was good. We didn't suffer any injuries. We leveled up a couple of our soldiers, so that was really good. Alright, we got some of the usual. Some corpses and wrecks, and a little bit of Illyrium, some alloys, some weapon fragments. So panic in Russia has decreased by 3. I think they were at 4, so that's really good. And panic has decreased across Europe.
We will be in touch, Commander.
That might be really good. Yeah, because the UK was at 4, Russia was at 4. Can't remember about these guys here. France, I think, might have actually been up at like... Well, that's funny. I kind of remember them being around 3. I can go back and check. But in any case, the big one was that Russia's panic came down by 3, which is great because they were at 4. So now, like, we'll have 4 satellites to launch before the end of the month.
We don't have the resources to go off on a wild goose chase.
So if nothing else changes here, then we could do UK and Australia to bring their panic down. And then just do Mexico and Egypt just to get the or actually we don't need to do Egypt because we already have the Africa continent bonus. So we could do Mexico to get the North American bonus, which would decrease the expense of our interceptors, which is big because we already have 4 right now. Like, what's their maintenance? That'd be under the hangar, right? Where does it show? Where does it show our budget? If I click on a ship, does it show us? No. XCOM finances. Yeah, here we go. So right now we're earning $1,200 a month, and we're paying $180 for our aircraft. So as soon as we get a satellite over Mexico, that saves us $90 a month starting now, and that will increase because we will end up having more interceptors. And here's all of our other expenses, various labs and things. Yeah. Okay. So as it stands now, our income is 840. Of course, if we launch some satellites, we will start getting more income. Now, do we not have any interceptors in Asia? Oh. Ow. Yeah, that's bad. Why don't we have any in Asia? Can we sell anything to order an interceptor? I mean, we can, but what? Yeah, we can't sell that. We do have 12 of these things. If we sold 1 flight computer and 1 power source, we could get a couple of those. What do you use muton corpses for? Like, these things are super important. I think we use them in building like our upgraded aircraft, and there's some other things. But I do feel like we should get at least 1 interceptor.
I wonder if it was all worth it.
It's 40,
the
right?
aliens, I mean.
I think that's enough. Can't believe we didn't have Asia covered. And we've got, like, how many satellites do we have there? Just the 1, but still an alien could have shot down that satellite and that would have sucked. Yeah, I'm sort of mumbling here. I'm just sort of thinking and talking at the same time. I might want to get a couple of these things. This costs floater corpses, that costs cyber discs, and that one costs sectoids. And that's why we want to keep some of these corpses around. So to get an uplink targeting, we need $5 and some sectoid guys. So that's 6. It's 18. Let's at a minimum get $5 so we can build one of these things. Just I don't like our interceptors being so underpowered. We got a lot of these. We'll just sell 1 so we can do that. Alright, got a that'll give us at least a chance if we have another alien aircraft to contend with. Okay, so how are we doing here? Scan for activity and see if we get something before gene modification comes up. Assign new research. Okay, so all those soldiers in the gene lab are done, and we finished hyperwave communication. So that's one thing to keep in mind is that a soldier finishing in the gene lab doesn't stop the clock. So the reason that's important is sometimes when I'm looking at the council report, I'm like, okay, I need to stop before the council report so I can launch some satellites or whatever. And in the past, I've played games where I had some like soldiers in the gene lab finishing the day before. I'm like, okay, cool. When they're done, then it'll stop and I can do my thing. And then it didn't. It just skirted right into the council report. And I was like, oh no. So there's certain things like research that stop the clock. Okay, we can build the hyperwave relay. Cool, so that's something we need to do at some point. Main weapons, we can just skip those entirely. But we do want to get plasma pistol. Oh, you know what we need to do? We need to do this new fighter aircraft. That's a pretty big priority. Okay. Oops. Yeah, I've got plasma weaponry from capturing that muton. Not the most recent one, but the initial one that we captured. We should try to capture other aliens, although the research benefits might be obsolete by the time we get them. Okay, so let's have a look here. We'll get our interceptor in Asia momentarily. Then the foundry will be done. And then we got this covert operation. I wonder if that'll be the next mission. Something random could come up before that, but maybe not. We did get our interceptor, but now we have a random
Commander,
mission.
we're receiving several urgent requests for assistance. There are abductions in progress at each marked site on the hologlobe.
Okay, so we got Egypt, China, and Germany. Let's consult the situation before we make this decision. Egypt, China, and Germany. Okay, so if we go to Egypt, then Africa stays perfect. But then Europe will increase and Asia will... sorry, what was it again? It was Egypt, China, and Germany. Yeah, okay. So both of these guys would increase in panic. But they're also the places that we can launch satellites. And we do Egypt too, for that matter. So where were we going to put our next 4 satellites? We were already planning to do United Kingdom, Australia, and Mexico, and then we had another one that doesn't really need to go anywhere. So maybe if we don't do Egypt and it jumps up, we can shoot a satellite there. And that would save a lot of panic in Asia. Like these almost mirror one another. I guess India and China have slightly higher panic. So,
I'm
let's
receiving
see.
you. Negative. We confirmed that contact was invalid hours ago.
So let's say we go to Germany. Then that would make China go up quite a bit. It might go increase by 2 or 3. In any case, it'll be 4 or 5. India would go up to 3, I think. Egypt would go up a bit, and so would these guys here. So then, in that case, it would become sort of imperative for us to launch satellites in China. Oh, and we'd have to go... Well, here's the thing. We could go China, India, Australia, and get all of Asia, but then we wouldn't get North America. Oh, no, wait, that's 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we just have to live with the fact that Egypt, South Africa, and Nigeria increased in panic. So I think that makes sense.
Stop stalling and get your asses out there.
And the other option is the opposite. We could do China, let these guys go up, but then these aren't going to increase as much. See, it's kind of good that China and India are already at 2, because then when we shoot satellites there, we get maximum benefit. So I think Germany's where we want to go. Now, I guess that maybe there's something about these specific missions that might change our mind. So we're not going to go to Egypt. China is very difficult, and it's just cash. And Germany, Well, it's easier when we get engineers, and engineers is pretty good because that decreases the prices of things like plasma sniper rifles. So, yeah, I think Germany's where we're going to want to go next time. Thank you for joining me for Dratman Plays XCOM Enemy Within, episode 25. Please come back and join us for episode 26 when we will go to Munich, Germany to prevent alien abductions. Bye-bye.